On today's little adventure, came out here with a friend and his sons, do some fossil hunting. This is a little area that I located about 15 years ago. It's not listed on any books. It's not easy to find. It's not that difficult to get up here, but you have to know where it is. Now, the fossils that we're finding out here are ammonites, which are snails. And show you what they look like as soon as we find some. A lot of it is in this really nasty looking dolomite, which just tears your hands apart. But sometimes you can find yourself some really nice specimens that are nicely smooth, good contours. A lot of it is just getting out and looking for them. Now, the fossils here are, you don't have to really dig for them. You just got to scan the ground and look for them. Checking piles of rocks. And the way that I discovered this place was this area has a very large Dall sheep population. I mean, we're talking about 40 to 50 head strong. And I was back up in that canyon over there, tracking a couple of them down to get some pictures. Well, it started getting late, started to head back home. So I'm coming down the canyon, and right about here, I saw the fossil on the ground. And it was a beautiful ammonite that was larger than the palm of my hand. So, being a curious person I am, put it away in my truck, came back about 3 weeks later, and found 7 more. And ever since then, it's almost a guarantee that you're going to find some. The thing is I don't tell many people about it. My friend knows about it, but that's about it. I'm pretty secretive on this site. Not an ammonite, but that's a shell fossil. Here we go. It's not a very good example of an ammonite. And here, that's a piece of coral. That's kind of cool. Not a very good example, but as I make my way up the wash, so we got this big mountain in front of us. I have found fossils all the way up to about the third from the top tier. Then over here, I have found fossils actually on top of the mountain. The reason I don't dig, even though I know I could find a lot more if I actually dug, is because no one knows about this site except for myself and a handful of well-chosen friends that I know are not going to go ahead and bring a herd of people up here. And I want to keep it that way. If I start digging and there's holes out here or there's signs of disturbed ground, people who come up here are going to think something's up, and them themselves are going to start digging. I don't want that. It's actually very rare now to find a sea fossil bed that doesn't have hundreds of people visiting it and has not been listed in a book. I plan to keep it that way as long as I possibly can. Now, there's nothing saying that one day when I'm up here looking, somebody will come up and see what I'm doing and get the idea in their head, and that will be the end of it. But till then, I'm going to do my best. Not a very good specimen, but there's another ammonite. I'll leave that one. One of the things I do is these make really good Christmas gifts for friends and family. Oh, there you go. Check out that one, that ammonite. It actually looks like a carving. I think I'll take that one because it's just unusual. Probably keep that. I'll keep that one for myself. Very unusual. I thought it was kind of neat though. One of the neatest things I actually have ever found in this area was I actually found the flipper of a tortoise. It was a fossilized flipper, and you can actually see the marks from the shark bite still in the flipper. I showed that to a friend of mine, and she goes, "Well, where's the rest of the tortoise?" I go, "It's probably in the belly of the shark that ate it." That's actually one of my prized possessions I have at home. That is a nice one.
Yeah. I just found it when I was tying my shoes.
Oh, wow. Talk about lucky. Little vertebrae. Look, it's still attached. That's kind of neat. Usually they're already broken apart. So we'll leave that right there. And yeah, it's very unusual to still see sinew. So that's a fossil. Don't know what it is. That's kind of neat. I have no clue what that is. Here's a broken one. Sad. Here, these are all a bunch of tiny little seashells. Here we go. That's fish scale or lizard scale, one of the two. Actually, I'm thinking probably lizard scale. And working my way back up. Look what I found. That should be easy to clean up and get it out of the matrix a little bit. There's another one, but it's not what you call a very good specimen. Here we go. There we go, there's one. Broken up, but it's still kind of a nice one. It looks like I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you for joining me on my little adventures. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know it's different from the norm, but I'm just not a one-trick pony that only does ruins and abandoned places. Again, thank you. And if you're ever out exploring, remember, always be safe.